Sunshine on my windshield makes me happy. US 151 in Wisconsin on my way to Beaver Dam. Monday, July 31st at 6:07 a.m. It's 61 degrees out. It's beautiful. Good morning, truckers and friends. What is it today? It's Monday. It is Monday, July 31st at like 6:30 something. I am up in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. I started out this morning at 4:15. I left. It was about a 3-hour drive up here. I took my 34-hour break at home, and it was a good weekend. I didn't really do much of anything but do my meal preps and my laundry and all that stuff. Today, I am dropping this load here. It'll be unloaded. I think they don't even open till 7, but they did get me in a door. They probably won't start unloading until 7 o'clock. After they unload here, I am headed to Beloit, Wisconsin, and I'm picking up a load there that's going to Newcastle, Pennsylvania. I haven't been to Pennsylvania since I was hauling mail way back in, I think the last trip I took there was 2014. So I'm looking forward to that. It'll be about the same route that I used to take every single night. One night east, the next night west. I haven't been past Cleveland since then. I've taken a few trips out the Ohio Turnpike, but Cleveland was as far as I went. So I'll be heading that way today. Spending my 10-hour break probably at the end of the Ohio Turnpike, somewhere out there before it hits Pennsylvania, and then I will get to Pennsylvania in the morning to deliver that load. And then I don't know where from there. So Carnivore went pretty good last week. Mostly. But I didn't lose any weight though. I shouldn't say that. I lost the 2 pounds that I gained last weekend from the cookies, the weekend prior, from the cookie I ate. So I lost that. I'm down a total of 6 pounds at this point. But I can feel like the inflammation in my fingers, like when I put my fingers together, they feel thinner. So, and I know it's just water weight, and I know it's inflammation that's going down, and good things are happening, but I feel like my muscles are getting stronger, which is weird because I'm not like working out or anything, but I can feel my muscles are like livening up in there. So I'm hoping that because I didn't lose any weight, that just means that, the muscle tissue is getting stronger or thicker or whatever it does. I don't know on protein, but I'm okay with that. Tighten some things up in there, man. So, but this week, I have absolutely no junk food in here again. I'm not going to stop and get anything. I don't care how hungry I am. I'm going to just keep filling up my water cup. I got my water cup. And drink water as much as possible. The only thing about that is that when you drink a lot of water, then you got to pee a lot, which means then you got to stop a lot, which means that's frustrating. I hate stopping. I just want to like go. I just want to go and just keep driving. I don't want to stop. I don't want to pull over. I don't want to, I just want to go. So drinking water is very frustrating, but I know I need to. I made bacon, I made eggs, and I made just burgers, some seasoned burgers. So that's all I have this week, which sounds delicious right now because I am hungry. I haven't eaten anything since yesterday afternoon. So I'm going to try to do a little bit of fasting too. So, and rather than have a little meal here and a little meal there, I'm just going to have one bigger meal in the evening when I get done with my runs, done with my day, get parked for my 10 hours, and the rest of the time it'll be just strictly water. So that's kind of what I've been thinking all along. I just haven't done it yet. So the fasting part starts today, Monday, July 31st, today. Fasting and carnivore. Fasting and carnivore. That's it. That's it. Ask me how it's going. All right, you guys. These guys are already getting me unloaded. They're not even open yet, but they're working on it already. And it's not a full load. It was fairly lightweight. It's vintage PACCAR parts that I hauled here. So that's kind of cool. I don't know what it was. It was just part numbers, so I couldn't tell what it was. And everything's boxed up, sadly. Vintage. I love vintage. That means old. I'm old. I'm going to get off of here. I will check in with you. I got to set up my GPSs for Beloit's and then get there as soon as I can because I need to get on the road. I hope they don't take too long to load there. So I'll see you on the road. Eastbound to Pennsylvania, and this is my favorite part of this whole trip and always has been. Unfortunately, it's under construction, so the beauty of it is taken up by orange cones and things. So that's crappy, but look at that fog. Woo! It's so beautiful right here. And the fog is covering it all. But that's kind of cool. This is such a cool bridge. And I'm sorry I can't show you what's on either side of it. Driving up this road, and on the oncoming traffic up there, as you can see, it's higher than we are down here. There was a flatbed truck going by, and it had Thomas the Train engine on it. It was so cool. I was like, dang it, where's the camera when you need it? And at that time, you know, it was like flip phones still, and not fancy cameras on everybody's phone. I love this time of morning. I love driving at this time of morning. I love driving a little bit earlier when the sun is just starting to come up and traffic's not too heavy yet. That's my favorite time to drive. Things are starting to come alive. I love driving at night, but obviously there's not much you can get on camera at night other than lights going by. About 20 minutes from Newcastle. Pennsylvania is another beautiful state. I've been on a motorcycle ride through Pennsylvania into New York. Oh my gosh, it was gorgeous. So beautiful. Videos just don't do it justice, but at least you can get the idea if you haven't been to some of these states. I'm sitting here at my delivery, and as you can see from the sign right there, receiving hours are not till 9 o'clock. I went and checked in, and they said, yeah, you can stay here, just that all our trucks, hold on. I have to go down there, and around the corner there is where all their trucks are at, and they'll be pulling out of there, and it's kind of a chaotic mess back there at the moment. And the dock that I have to go to, right where this man is walking, I have to go to that outside dock right there. So anyway, the dock is right there, so I have to go down this alley and then back up to that dock right there. If you can tell, that's a dock. So as I was going through town right here, I had to make a tight turn. I have an older trailer, and yesterday when I hooked up to it, my glad hand was loose. So I had to try to crimp the thing, and I was pounding it to make it stay, and it did all right. I got all the way here until I had to make that tight turn, and as I was in the process of making the turn, right in the middle of town, my glad hand, my air hose came loose, and of course, you can't move if the air hose is not hooked up. So I had to put my flashers on. I'm in the middle, literally in the middle of a turn, halfway into the oncoming traffic, because it was a very tight turn, and I needed all the room I could get to get around that turn. And so people were stopped far enough back, thankfully. They were very nice to stop because they saw me turning. And as I was getting ready to complete that turn, the damn air hose pops off. I'm like, oh God. So I hit the air brakes. I had to jump out and hook it back up. Thankfully, I was able to get it hooked up, and it stayed while I completed that turn and got all the way here. But now that I'm here, I had to make a tight turn to face the opposite direction of where I came in at, because I was facing away from the building, and they told me to turn around, so I'm facing the building. That way I can go down this alley. The damn thing popped off again as I was turning here, and there's a flatbed driver here. I don't want to film him. He's walking out of the building right now. But the flatbed driver saw what happened, and he jumped out, and he came over and helped me put it back on. I don't know if you can see. There he goes. Very nice man. He was a very nice man. He jumped out of his truck. He's sitting here waiting too. And he jumped out of his truck and came over. He's like, what happened? I'm like, my air hose pops off, and he came over and he looked at it, and I was gonna do what I did yesterday when I hooked it back up, pound the darn thing back in and tighten it back up, and he insisted to help me. Like, I don't mind when people want to help me. I'm fine with it. It makes me feel like I'm not a very good driver, though. Like, he just took over. I'm like, I got it, thank you. And he's like, no. And but he was very nice about it. He was very, very nice about it. He gave me a bungee strap, and he's like, this is illegal as hell. I'm like, that's kind of why I didn't want to do all that. I would rather stop at, Love's or something and have them replace it, which I probably should have done yesterday. But it held all the way here. It was fine. It held air. Everything was fine. No issues until I made that tight turn. It must have come loose again when I turned that tight corner over there. But so I'm like, it's fine. I can do this. I can do it. He's like, no. I got it. I've been a driver for 35 years. Okay. So he got his tools, and he pounded it in with his hammer, all the things that I would have done too. But then he put a bungee cord around it, which is illegal, and then put duct tape around it. And I'm like, dude. But maybe once I get out of this town, I will pull over and take that stuff off, because I have to find a Love's. I have to find a service station or something to fix it, obviously. But getting out of town, it might be good to have it taped up like that. It's just, I hope I don't get busted. But it's like a big, red flag on the front of this trailer, like, hey, look at me, I'm illegal, with all that stuff on there. So that's what's happening today. I gotta wait for them to flag me over. I got about 45 minutes yet before they'll let me unload. So I was gonna say I'll have my breakfast, but I'm fasting. I am hungry, but that's okay. We'll be fine. Last night I had my burgers. I had 2 burgers, just plain burgers, and a few pieces of bacon and 1 hard-boiled egg. Oh my goodness, it tasted so good. I was very happy. I was very, very happy. I feel like my pants are getting a little looser. I hope they are. Or maybe they're just stretched out from my fat ass sitting in them all day. But I know the difference because I'm always sitting in my pants all day. This is how close it is to the building. Like feet. So there's no room, really, for the whole tractor to fit between here and there. Tight. And my air hose keeps coming off. I need to go get it fixed, so I had to bungee it on and also stretch out the cord so it wouldn't hold it tight because it keeps popping off. So that sucks. So yeah, gotta stop at Love's and get that fixed. I just asked our shop if I could fix it myself because I can. But they're like, no, you need to take it to Love's. I was hoping to do that on video. So that sucks. I can fix it my darn self. Super easy. Oh well. Sorry guys. Not my truck. I can't do it. Or my trailer. So I can't do the maintenance on it. And I guess they don't trust us. Or maybe it's just me. Oh well. Alright, they're still unloading me. I finally got into this dock, and after all the nonsense with the glad hand popping off, it popped off going around the corner. That was embarrassing. Oh, yo, yo. Hopefully I can get the heck out of here. So the gentleman that helped me earlier, it didn't stick. I had to re-rig it just to back in here. It's really tight, so I had to re-rig it. The bungee, the duct tape, and everything that he put on there just popped right off with the glad hand. So that didn't work. So I re-rigged it and it held. And now I just gotta get up the road about 12 miles to the next Love's. It should hold as long as I'm going straight. It's getting through town that's going to be tricky. I think if I leave it the way I have it right now, as long as I don't get pulled over, I just need to let them know I'm going to Love's to get it fixed. Hopefully nobody will see it and it won't be an issue. But if I do get pulled over, then I guess service has to come get me wherever I am. The joys, the joys, the joys, the joys. All right, you guys, I'm going to get off of here. I just left Newcastle and I'm headed up north to another Pennsylvania location, and this road is crazy. Some more truck routes you wouldn't think are truck routes.
I-79 North.
Oh, there's the Loves I was supposed to go to, but they want me to go straight to the pickup because the pickup stops shipping at 1 o'clock.
Continue on I-79.
Okay, so I just got loaded in Meadville, Pennsylvania, and I wish I could have recorded that because it was the craziest little town, and the place I had to go to was tucked behind a whole bunch of residential areas, and in order to get there I had to go up these tiny little residential roads, and I kept thinking, oh my God, this can't be a truck route. This can't be a truck route. But it was the only way to get there. And I asked them when I got there, I'm like, did I come the right way? She's like, yeah, unfortunately, that's the only way to make it through. And oh my gosh, it was insane. I'm glad I survived that. My truck almost didn't though. With all the tight corners, my glad hand fell off trying to get out of their parking lot for one. It didn't fall off through town, thank God, but it's a little nerve-wracking, and I need to get to a Love's ASAP, and the only one close by is about 50 miles away now. So I've got it on there for now. It's holding. I just don't trust it all the way back to Illinois, or to my next stop even, which is 8 hours away in Indiana. So, or 7 hours away, I think. So that's been my afternoon so far. There were other trucks going in and out of that place. Actually, a place right down the street from them. It was a dead-end road, and it was all the township trucks, like those in the, the big work trucks, dump trucks and things like that. But that was a little crazy. But I'm heading southbound on 79 now. So I am carrying a full load, almost a full load, of communion cups. Boxes stacked from floor to ceiling of communion cups going to a church. I don't know what this church is going to do with all these communion cups. They must sell them to other churches, or maybe it's just all the local churches get their communion cups from there. I don't know. It's just weird. It's an awful lot of communion cups. And the church I'm going to, I mean, it's big, but it's not like one of the mega churches or anything. So, can't imagine. Unless they're stocking up for the next 10 years, communion cups are not that big. So there's got to be. I wonder if it says on the paperwork. I'll have to look later. When the lady came out to give me my paperwork when they were done loading, I was laying in the back and I had my cup of water sitting back there. So I jumped up to get my paperwork, and then her and I started talking, because that's what girls do. Her and I started talking, and I totally forgot to grab my cup of water, and when I pulled away from there, my water dumped all over my bed. So that's neat. At least I have towels I can lay on, I guess. That's gonna suck tonight. Darn it. But it's back there soaking in right now. I haven't had time or a chance to stop to even try to soak any of it up. Darn it. And I have no water to drink while I drive. And I'm thirsty. Oh, I'm sad. This is not a very heavy load. It's under 9,000 pounds. I think 8,500 or 8,440, something like that. So that'll be good for my fuel mileage. Pennsylvania is so pretty. When I went on that motorcycle run many years ago, it was like, I don't know, it was only like 5 or 6 motorcycles, but it was fun. We went through some really hilly, curvy, wooded areas, and oh my gosh, it was so beautiful. Down by some river. I don't even know where that river was, but I know we ended up in like southwestern New York. It was awesome. It was great fun. August 2nd, Wednesday at 1:15 in the morning, Eastern time. Happy birthday to my oldest boy. Oh my gosh, he's 29 today. What the heck happened? How did that... He was just a baby. Anyway, I gotta hit the road. My microphones are charging, of course. So I will chat with you later. But right now, I got to roll. I'm heading to Indiana. Right now I'm not sure if I'm still in Pennsylvania or if I have crossed over to Ohio yet. I think I'm still in Pennsylvania because I didn't go very far before I stopped to get the lines changed and my glad hands fixed last night. So I stopped early, took my 10-hour break, and it's 1:15 in the morning, and I am ready to roll out. I have to be at my next stop at 6, well, I don't have to, anytime between 6 a.m. and 11 a.m. And it's a church, and I don't know if they have a dock or not, so it should be interesting. I'm dropping off all these communion cups. Oh, I wanted to see how many were on here. This is only 18,000. 40 boxes per skid at 2,500 pieces each box. So that is how many communion cups I have. That's a lot of communion going on. is awesome. Love it. All right, you guys, I gotta hit the road. I will talk to you later. Bye. That's the Scales way station. My pre-pass is letting me know I do not have to pull in, but it's probably closed anyway, so that's cool. I'm so excited I morning, truckers and friends. I'm in Indiana on 465 northbound, heading to Warsaw, Indiana. I just dropped off my trailer full of communion cups. All went well. I drove through the night, as you saw some of the night footage. And now we are in Indiana in rush hour traffic. And apparently, according to the sign back there, there's a crash up here and all lanes are slow. Yahoo! Oh well. There was just some jerk that almost caused a wreck in front of me. He went speeding by me. His music was so loud it shook my truck, and I had my music on. It was crazy. And he cut in front of me and then swerved over into the right lane and then almost hit a car in front of him and swerved over to get to the far exit lane and almost took it too far and almost hit the wall. And then the douche magoo decided he was going to throw his garbage out the window. Like, what the heck? People are nasty. I have no room for people like that. I wish I would have had my camera rolling for that. So it's 8 o'clock, 8:02, Wednesday, August 2nd. No trucks, right lane. Okay. You don't care. He wasn't even trying to get over. Part of our job as truck drivers is to read every sign you pass. Every one. Even the little green ones or the little blue ones. Especially in a construction zone. This is County Road 400 West in Indiana. Good morning, truckers and friends. So as you can see, it's foggy out right now. I stopped yesterday to take my 10-hour break at 2 o'clock in the afternoon because I drove the night before. So by 2 o'clock this morning, I got to take longer than 10-hour break. So I got started this morning at 1:30 or 2 or something like that, and drove through the night, and then it started getting super foggy and I gotta head out west towards Iowa, and I don't want to drive in this crap. Not safe. It's a little dangerous when you can't see, and I got to stop at home to take a shower. So that's a plus. So I was thinking, I was hoping by the time I was done taking my shower and dilly-dallying around, because my next appointment is not, they're not even open until 7 o'clock. So it's 6 o'clock now. By the time I get there, they should be ready. I don't have an appointment, but I have to be there between 7 and 3 or something like that. 7 and 5 or something. So, but I was hoping that by the time I got done taking a shower and wasting some time, that the fog would be gone, but it's not gone. Dang it. But I'm gonna roll anyway. Now, at least now that it's daylight, it'll be easier to see. Maybe. If it's still not good, then I'll pull back over again, because I'm not gonna drive if it's too dangerous out there. I've been out here in super bad fog where you couldn't see 5 feet in front of the truck, and it's very scary. So, and you got morons that think they're gonna, follow their GPS or something, because even though they can't see, they're still flying. So, and that's just dumb. That's just dumb. So, I'm gonna hit the road and see what it's like. Like I said, if it's too bad, I'll pull back over, because I'm not driving in this. Right now I can see, a good, I don't know, football field ahead of me, maybe 2 from where I'm at. So it's not terrible, but I'm in town. So out on the highway it might be different, which it was when I got here. So, but I got to at least try. So anyway, I just weighed myself. I'm down a total of 10 pounds. Yay! And the week's not even over yet. Yay for carnivore! All I've had to eat this week is hamburgers, just plain hamburgers, just with some seasoning on it, some bacon, and some hard-boiled eggs. And one day, I had about a cup or 2 of popcorn with butter and salt on it, because I was just like going mad without having anything to eat. And all I've been drinking is my water. But everything, that was the only time that I had like a little meltdown. The rest of the time, I've been good. I've been just chugging my water and then eating my meal when I get parked for my day. So it's been doing all right. I feel pretty good. My legs feel weird, like they burn from my toes all the way to my rear end. My quads, like everything burns. And I don't know if that's my muscles getting used to more protein. I don't know what that is. It's not sore like how muscles get sore when you work out, but it burns. It's a weird feeling, and I don't know how to explain it, but it hurts. I'm hoping whatever it is just like the protein getting in there, and the autophagy, which eats all the bad cells when you're fasting. I hope that this is something to do with that and nothing, horribly wrong or medical. All right, gonna go. I'll show you what the fog is like when I get out there, I think. Maybe. So the visibility out here is not terrible. I've definitely been in worse. So we should be okay. As long as it doesn't get too much worse than this. I mean, you can still see cars far enough ahead that if anything were to happen in the middle of the road or there was an accident, you should still be able to see it far enough ahead. So I'm going to keep rolling unless it gets worse. The farther west I go, it very well might, but for right now it's okay. It's all good. It seems like it's mostly right above ground level, so it's not bad down here on the ground. I am going back to that recycle place that I was at last week. I-80 in Illinois. Just came from the Heinz in Muscatine, Iowa, and I'm headed to the Heinz in Fremont, Ohio. It's a beautiful day, 83 degrees. Thursday, August 3rd at 2:28 in the afternoon. Coming up on mile marker 61. Eastbound down, loaded up and true. We gonna do what they say we done. We got a long way to go and a short time to get there. Down eastbound is what your man will run. Well, this has been a completely sucky day for traffic everywhere. I'm on 80
I always
eastbound.
wonder why they call this shit rush hour when nobody seems to be rushing.
Right? Yeah, that's right.
Some of them are trying, that's probably the problem, eh?
I smell brake shoes. What's that? Because I know they're supposed to use that here, brake shoes. They don't use no fuel because they don't really push the fuel pad. And I got her raising her, sitting on her shoulders, smoking.
Nice if it was only 1 hour.
It's been crazy all the way down 80 from Iowa. Traffic backups with construction. Now this. I'm never going to make
My
it.
job.
I had to go into adverse conditions again because I'm going to run out of hours sitting here. And there's nowhere to go around here. There is, but I'm sure they're already packed. It's 5 o'clock. Friday, August 4th at 5:47 Central Time. I'm on I-80 eastbound in Indiana. I just left the trucks only parking area. Didn't sleep very good for some reason. Well, I slept really good for the first 4 or 5 hours, and then woke up wide awake. Couldn't go back to sleep. And I'm loving this sunrise. It's beautiful. Sorry, the window is streaky, but it's a little foggy, so the window keeps getting wet. I can see the sun poking up. You see it? This morning I got the sunrise, and this evening I'm getting the sunset. It's beautiful. Look at that sun. It's pretty. We watched her going up this morning. Now we're watching her going down tonight. Saturday. I'm supposed to be going home, but I just hooked to a trailer here, and the bumper guards on the brand new trailer are coming off. So, just one. They're gonna fix it real quick before I leave. So I'm here instead of going home, but that's okay. Boo.